Good morning, Tradeify Nation. Welcome back to another London session stream. It is Thursday, January 8th. We are pretty much at the end, or one more day left of the week, of the first full trading week of 2026. That is crazy to say, but we're here. I hope everyone is doing amazing today. I hope you guys killed it on the charts yesterday in New York, or since we last spoke, really, since yesterday's London session. I hope you guys have been crushing it. More payouts, more funded accounts. You guys have been killing it this week, and I hope it's no different today. So how are we all going? I'm ready to crush it today on the charts. I'm really looking at the charts right now. We have got some volume in the market, so very excited to see what the session brings us today. But as usual, we will be staying disciplined. We will be staying patient and only trading if we see our setups. But first of all, before we get into anything charty, let's quickly see who we have in the chat already today. Well, it would help if I had my chatbot already. Give me 1 second, chat, to just let me have that all sorted. Of course, it's not a London session stream with a bit of tech issues to begin with. But good morning, everyone. I will get to you guys all in just 1 sec. All right, I can see you all now. How are we doing? Heinz Steak, you win the prize every single morning for first comment of the day. Like, that's insane. You're very dedicated. I appreciate that. Good morning, Leia. Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Dean. Good morning, Emilio. Good morning, Justin, Kirill, Corey, Andrea. Good morning. Good morning, Nick. Good morning. Good morning, Paradox. Good morning, Kirill. Good morning, the Dog Trader. Good morning, Mandy. It's so hard not to repeat people's names that have commented twice. Good morning, Cheese Walls. Good morning, Chef Trays. I'm trying to get to you all. Good morning, Claudia. Claudia the Human. I love that username. Jonathan's in the chat. Good morning. Good morning, Shani. Good morning, the Visionary. Lorem. Dre Take Profit. Mawauzi. Everyone drop a morning in the chat right now. I'm trying to get to all of you. Good morning, Bashi. Good morning, Trades and Rides. Good morning, Trade Wides. Good morning, Darth Linux. Good morning, Paul Trades. Good morning, everyone. I think I got to all of you. Damn, that was a lot. But I hope you guys are doing super well this morning. Let me know how everyone's trading day was yesterday after we stopped the stream. And for the meantime, let's get straight into the charts, because yet again, I've missed the bell on the London session open because I always manage to overtalk. So here we are. London session has officially begun. We are 2 minutes into the session. Let's quickly do a quick breakdown. And by the way, chat, if there are any audio issues, please just drop a 1 in the chat quickly before I get into my breakdown here, by the way. So just if anyone could just drop me a 1 in the chat, and then I'll know I can continue and you guys can hear me all good. Hopefully. We've been on a good run with these zero tech issues, so touch wood, nothing is different today. Morning, Patrick. Patrick says 1. Amazing. Amazing. All right, I trust you, Patrick. So I'm going to get straight into it. What I'm seeing on the charts at the moment, this is NQ as usual. Wow. So yesterday was quite a disgusting daily candle, if I do say so myself. It was pretty much a doji. We had a strong wick to the upside, a strong wick to the downside, and then we pretty much closed back near yesterday's open. So not really a strong candle in either direction. This level that I had marked out yesterday as a key liquidity point to the upside did get wicked out. So 25,935, which was the previous high on the daily. We did sweep that level. As well as that, we swept it into this daily bearish gap. So bears are still holding price nicely there on the daily. So that tells me we could potentially see some downside off these levels on the daily. And for me, downside targets on the daily are now looking like this swing low. You guys can probably tell now how I draw up my bias using the daily. Basically just uses swing highs and lows and gaps on the daily to work out where my next drawn price is. So for me now, I'm looking towards this low on the daily. That could potentially be targets to the downside. I'm not feeling like we're going to pump up today. I mean, tomorrow's NFP, so not expecting a huge session today, or even in New York, because I think NFP is always going to bring us the volume. So let's see if we just drop down on the 4 hour, which you guys all know 4 hour is very, very strong for me in the London session. So previous 4 hour high has been swept. So, you know, I'm already looking for reversals off this level. As well as that, we have swept that previous 4 hour high and tapped into and respected this bearish gap on the 4 hour. So looking very bearish for me. And that is a triple A plus setup. If I do take a short today, it is always nice when the previous 4 hour high aligns, the sweep of that aligns with a bearish gap. It just means that there is extra confirmation for me for shorts. So I would love to really get on a short today if I can get a setup chat. And then I guess targets to the downside, if we are looking on the lower time frames, I mean, definitely I'd be shorting into previous 4 hour low on the 4 hour. That looks like a clean target. But unless we get the previous 15 minutes high sweep, I won't actually get into a trade just yet. So if we do just dump from here, that's fine. I'm not going to FOMO enter anything. I will only enter if I get that sweep. Looking at what happened overnight in Asia as well quickly, if I just can measure up the range that we had overnight, was pretty much just a drop from the Asia Open, and we dropped 74 points. So again, not a huge Asia range. Really not much we can work with there. It's quite a small range, and it's just been dumping ever since. But strangely enough, I was at the desk at this candle, 224. No idea what happened there on the NQ. No idea what that volume was. If anyone knows, by the way, drop it in the chat, because 223, the 223 candle just pumped on NQ. Went up to take that previous 4 hour high, and we pretty much had a reaction up at that level and dropped since then. So yeah, NQ is doing some moves today. Hopefully NQ behaves and we can get a nice setup. But so far, leaning towards the bears today, chat. So what about you guys? Who is looking at NQ? What do we think? What do we think's happening? What do you guys think? Let me just quickly read what you guys have said so far. Johnny says we did 100 points in under 2 minutes. Legit, like, what the hell was that? What did I miss, chat? This was 100 points, 98.50 points. May as well call it 100. Like, insane. And did anyone like just happen to be on a long? I mean, you guys would have banged. Crazy shit right there. I don't know. NQ just does some random stuff, but I'm sure that's backed by some news, because I've never seen that before. So who's got the news for me? Corey says Nvidia showed huge demand of 500 billion in backlog. Okay, damn. That's such a weird time to come out with like a news like that. Does it show on Forex Factory at all? I guess it doesn't. Nvidia news. I'll quickly just bring it up. 11 minutes ago. It's probably this. Wow, okay. Nvidia is asking China buyers to pay in full for the H200 chips, and that's probably what is just had a massive reaction, what the market has just reacted to. So that makes a lot more sense. Thanks, chat. Tucker Trader, morning, how are you? He says, I took a long scalp 5 minutes before that happened, but my TP hit, hee. Hee. That's good. Well, you know what? At least you hit TP, but damn, imagine you were still on that trade. 100 points in 2 minutes is crazy, but nothing new for NQ. I mean, NQ sometimes just does these whack things. MMX Mon Lee trying to find an entry at the moment. Are you thinking long, shorts? Chat, just quickly dump in the chat what you guys are feeling towards the market. I'd love to know whether you guys are bears or bulls today, because for me, I'm bears. I want to know who's fading. Morning, Kismas. Yeah, MNQ says it's a joke one company can move the market like this, 100%. But that is just how the NQ works. Like, Nvidia really does just pump or dump this NQ. Like, that's just what happens. So it's important that, I don't know if you guys do, but follow like the stock news and that, because that is literally what basically like whenever Nvidia or the top, like the Max 7, like do anything, this market just freaks out. So it's good to always keep on top of it all. But that one I had no idea about. That was just like sometimes they'll just drop random news like that. You can never be ready for that. Kartik says long on gold. All right, let's quickly take a look at gold as well for all my gold traders in the chat. I know you guys love gold. Let me just... All right. What do we see on gold at the moment? Let's just go all the way up to the daily chart. All right, so previous day low has been swept out on gold. We are also respecting in this bullish daily gap. Interested to see if we can hold that now. It does look bullish for me based on that. We don't really have a key level on the 4-hour. Looks a bit confused to me. I guess Asia highs could be a target for longs at the moment. Asia low has also been swept on gold. So I'm feeling long. I'm feeling long on gold today. I could be wrong. I could be wrong with the longs. But that's how I'm feeling. Let me know though, chat. What do we think? Justin says, I entered along 2 minutes before the big move, 2 micros, and I had $30 left on my eval. Wait, Justin, you would have like smashed the eval. You had $30 left. You would have, now you're probably almost close to payout, right? Even on 2 micros, that would have you would have banged. Knock My Door says, hi Slim, I ask how you copy trade. Do you use any trade copier or just group trade? Trading in Tradeify. Actually, at the moment, I'm just group trading in Tradeify. And Q equals Nvidia, literally. Very unhealthy market for sure. Yeah, literally. Whatever Nvidia is doing, NQ is doing. That's just the way it works right now. Nvidia has such a stronghold on the market. What are we doing at the moment? All right, so we are getting up into previous 15 minutes high. Let's see how we react at this level. I mean, I know we had that 2-minute pump up, but I mean, that doesn't do anything for my bias, especially because it was based on news. I mean, I feel like we could still go anywhere from here. Morning, it's Rupesh. By the way, chat, like count gold today because we will be doing a giveaway count as usual. Like yesterday, we did have a winner, but we don't need to wait till the last 2 minutes of the stream to smash that like goal because as soon as we smash it, you guys can get your account. So like count target for today is 365 likes. If we don't get there, there will be no account. And 365 again is such an easy target for you guys. Like, come on, I don't want to hear anything in the chat because literally like before the Christmas break, we were smashing like 550, 500, like over 500 likes. So no excuses. I'm not hearing anything or taking any bullshit from you guys. 365 is the like count. And if you don't hit it, there will be no account. So there you go. Anyone who's just joining in, make sure you smash the like button and eventually we will do that a giveaway. All right, so we have just swept out previous 15-minute high, but it looks like this is just one strong 15-minute bullish candle at the moment. If we were to take a short somewhere up in this area, if the signal did print, I think a good TP level would definitely be in this 15-minute bullish gap because like we usually see with NQ, we do play around with the gaps quite a bit. So if we were to come into this gap, it'd be probably a good level to take profit off, probably full profits, and then if however we react in there will determine whether we take another trade or not. All right, what are you guys saying in here? Otre the Duck Lotter, can you guys believe I was long NQ from 678 and I closed it at 720, 1 minute before the 80-point pump. Still made decent profit, but I do feel like I got trolled. Damn, that feels personal. I'm sure you're not the only one though, but that sucks. Imagine that. Imagine you were that guy who just peeled your TP off here and then literally the next minute, or even like got wicked out in profit and then boom, like I don't even know how I would feel. So I feel for you. Ozempic's in the chat. Thanks, Ozempic. I don't know. Usually you're leaving sarcastic comments, so I don't know if that's even that's even a real compliment from you. Patrick says Ozempic suck up. I know. Normally Ozempic's isn't mushy like that. He's normally very sarcastic with his comments. Corey says 5-minute bullflag trying to expand over the VWAP. Interesting. I don't have the VWAP on my chart, but it's interesting. I don't know where we're going to head now. So for me to enter shorts, I need to see a sweep of the previous 15 minutes high, which is the level right now, 25.77725. If we get that sweep and then an inversion off that level, I will take shorts to the downside. And we will hopefully smash TP. I have my money gun at the ready. So you never know. You never know what NQ's going to bring us. All right. What are we saying? Gabrielle Munoz says waiting for orb reversal of 780 or 800. All right, so we're almost at that 780 level. So I'm guessing, Gabrielle, you're probably soon to be in shorts. So I also just got the sweep of previous 15 minutes high chat. So now my indicator is marking this FEG just below, which is the most recent FEG. So if we get that inverted, I will short this, but only if. JK1 says, hi Celine, what is the ticker for gold? It's just GC1. GC1 exclamation, you can see it here. There it is. The good news, where is my man Nick? Well, Nick is having a beautiful holiday in the Maldives, and he will be back with us next Wednesday. Yeah, next Wednesday, I'm pretty sure. So it's just me tomorrow and for the next few streams. So sadly for some of you. Ozempic, she called you mushy. Yep. Ozempic, I'm holding a MGC short from 38.5 chat. Wish me luck. Good luck, Ozempic. Can't say I have that same read on gold. For me, the way I saw gold felt long, but who am I? I never trade gold, you guys know. I'm not the gold expert in here. Rocky trades futures. I'm not able to watch the charts or anything. I'm at work, but I'm listening to. Well, thanks for tuning in, Rocky. Hope you're having a good day at work. Patrick says, all right, Rocky, I'll narrate. And we're off. It's up. It's a little bit down. More up. Look at it go. Oh, no. What a drop. Oh, my goodness. This is literally... You know what would be funny if someone narrated NQ like that for an entire session? I mean, it'd be pretty funny. JK1 says, is that for Tradeify? Do you mean the ticker? Yes. If you're trading, depends if you're trading micros or minis. So I will pull up Tradeify. So GCG is the contracts at the moment for gold on Tradeify. So that's the ticker that you need. GC and then G. And there it is. Oh, by the way, I should actually... Oh no, the site is already muted. Good. The site's muted, chat, so if we do get any trades today, you guys aren't going to be blasted off by my order field again. That was funny. Angie, on what time frame do you trade? Only the 1 minute. Well, for entries anyway, but I use the 15 and the 4 hour for my... like entry confirmations, and then actual entries are taken off the 1 minute. JMPG9700 says, do you guys get to meet while he's in the Maldives? No, sadly not. Nick is not coming to Bali. And I'm not sadly flying to the Maldives, although I wish I would have. But no. Kim and Galindan. I'm probably saying that wrong. But good morning, Celine. What do you trade? I only trade NQ, but for this year, I also have on my watch list gold. So I haven't taken any trades as of yet this year on gold, but it is something that I'm watching a little more closer to add to my portfolio, you could say. When I first started trading, I only decided to stick at one asset and just get good at that. I didn't understand the reason to really complicate my mind and use a whole bunch of different assets. Like, I just decided I'm going to test one thing on one asset. And when you work out like percentages and stuff, like you only really need to make like 2%. Like, depends what size of capital you're working with and trading with. Like, when I understood that this game is a percentage game, and as long as you can pull in those like 2% to like 5% a month is crazy. But even just having 2% months, like it didn't matter then whether it was on NQ and gold and ES and all these assets. Like, just try doing it on one, because that is more than enough. So that's where my thinking landed. So that's how I got here, and that's why I'm only still trading NQ. But not to say sometimes NQ doesn't give me setups, and so I get bored now. So now I'm sort of looking at gold as my second option when NQ doesn't want to give me anything. Paradox Cam says, what is the NQ ticker for NQ1 on Tradeify? I have MNQ but can't find the right one for NQ1. Alright, let me just quickly switch over again. Alright, so we're in the H contracts for NQ, so it's NQH6. And micros is MNQH6. But yes. Alright, let's hope we get that inversion now. If we do invert before 325, I'll take the setup. If not, I'm gonna have to wait. Justin, Celine, the NQ Pro. I don't know if I can take that. There's definitely a lot bigger NQ Pros than me. Chad, I'm just a beginner out here. Kim says, so you trade MNQ or NQ? I trade NQ. Sometimes I will switch to micros in the New York session, just because like sometimes my stop loss based on the volume could be like 40 points, and that's quite a lot at $20 a point. So I switch between, but you guys will only ever see me in the London session trading minis on the NQ. Ozempic and Patrick, you guys are having a little conversation without us. Can you please fill us in? Ozempic says, Patrick, I'm not watching gold. Gold whipped me around yesterday until I hit my personal loss limit when I could have just held my first trade. I'll leave it alone with a 10-point stop. Ozempic, what are you trading right now? Oh, you're in gold shorts, right? Ozempic says, Patrick, I scalped MNQ on this side to stay busy, 200 on an eval. Nice. Ozempic winning already. Chat, are we in any trades at the moment, by the way, on NQ? Why 4-hour looks bearish as there is 4-hour bearish breaker block set up? What do you think? I'm Ghost in the Machine. I am bearish on NQ. I'm trying to take shorts in this market. I feel 4-hour is bearish because we've this is the 4-hour, by the way, these green and black candles. That's the 4-hour higher time frame. So this sweep of the previous 4 hours high tells me to look for shorts, because that is technically like the level that I use as the manipulation. And once we go up there and sweep that, and we've swept into a 4-hour bearish gap, screams to me bears. But we could be wrong. I'll only enter the short if we do get this inversion. Let's just see. Patrick says we're both in gold shorts, almost the same level, basically holding hands and skipping down the yellow brick road together. That's funny. Well, you know what, chat? Everyone wish them the best of luck on this trade. Maybe you two being in the same trade is a good thing. You never know. But keep us updated if you guys end up smashing TP on that. Russell, it's not giveaway time. I just got in. No, Russell, we're not anywhere near the like target. Like target is 365 likes, chat. So you got a lot of work to do. All right. So at the moment, NQ does not want to invert that gap on the 1 minute. So there is no entry for me. I'm just going to wait. I'm also cautious that we did get that 2 minute reaction to the Nvidia news just at like only an hour ago. So who's to say there's not going to be another like random news drop? So I am a little bit more cautious in the session today, but if the setup prints, I'll trade it. Kim and Galindan, again, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but it says, please share with us how you trade in Q. What is your strategies at the moment? The OGs will be so sick of me saying this because it's the same system every time, but I just trade a reversal system in the London session. It's just using the previous a sweep of the previous 4-hour high aligned with a sweep of the previous 15 minutes high. Once we get those two time frames aligned with their sweeps, I then take an entry off the 1 minute, and I don't just short anywhere. Like say, for example, now we've swept previous 4-hour high and we've swept the previous 15 minutes high. I'm just looking to get into a little bit of the distribution to the downside. Doesn't mean I'm trying to catch like the whole reversal. Like it is generally a like scalping system. Like I'll look to just get out once I hit a 1-to-1. And the 1 minute entry for me is a inversion fair value gap. So if I get that aligned with the sweeps, then I will enter. Target Trader says, if we close below 25,764 on the 1 minute, then I'm taking a scalp for about 8 to 10 points short. 25,764, 764. All right. If we get down there, I would probably also have a setup. So Target Trader, we might be on. Loran, wannabe trader, send me a DM on Instagram. I will see. I'll have to chat to the developer. Everyone who's requested access should have been sent a link now. Should be granted access. But send me a message anyway on DM. Justin says, Nick looking at NQ with the pina colada in hand. I'm sure he is. That's the beauty of being a day trader. You literally can have a pina colada in hand and make money at the same time. Tell me, like, guys, we're not in the best industry. Like, what other workplace can you sit there and say, I'm working, and you could be beachside with a pina colada and say, yep, this is my day at the office. Oh, I do pronounce your name properly. Nice. I completely thought I was messing that up. Russell says, you mean you enter the opposite direction of the sweep. So it sweeps 4-hour high, then what? Yeah, the sweep of the 4-hour high is my signal to reverse. So if we're sweeping a high, I'm looking to distribute to the downside. Take a short off that. The sweep is literally just, for me anyway, like I think for other people, a sweep is only when it like actually closes as a wick. But for me, as long as that price has been traded past, so the previous 4-hour high, we've gone up and actually like tag that price, even by point, it's technically a sweep in the rules. So yeah, that price has already been tagged. So I'm waiting now. We're 2 minutes from the new 15-minute candle opening, and we never got that 1 minute inversion. So this is why I'm not in a short right now, and it saves me a lot having these strict rules, because if I had just seen like, all right, yep, we got a previous 15-minute high sweep. Awesome. We had a bearish close. Sick. I'm going to go short. Like that's clearly why you don't just short in the middle of nowhere, because clearly that wasn't a good enough reason to enter. And yeah, so for me, having that inversion is just a strong signal to say, and it's not 100% going to happen every time, but it's just a signal I look for to say that there is bearish control and momentum, and I just want to get in and out of my trades really within a few minutes. So an inversion is a good measure of that. But anyway, we are like 30 seconds from the new 15 open. So once we open that new 15 minute, I would like us to sweep up, basically create the manipulation to the upside. Basically, like, this is a 15-minute candle. I want us to open, go up, and then come down and distribute. And I don't care where we distribute to, whether we dump or whether we're just retracing. Like, I'm just looking to get in and out of the market. I'm not one of those like traders that will hold trades and peel profits off. Like, I just have a base hit system that I can just, it'll just take me in and out of trades. And yeah, emotionally I can't hold trades. That's the real reason. So I had to build a base hit system for myself. Justin, if you want access to the indicator, you'll have to head over to the developer who made it for me, ScriptEdge. If you go to their Instagram, the details are there, and there is a Discord to join, and you'll be able to get access and instruction videos all in there. Mandy says, how do you display the high time frame candles in your chart? Could you please share which indicator that is? Yeah. So those are two completely free indicators, actually. This is the first one. So TTM, high time frame candle, overlay power of 3. And then the second one is, I'll just give you a sec to screenshot that. And then the second one is ICT, high time frame candles. And then this one. I just like them because some people like don't like the high time frame candle charts on their chart at the same time. But for me, because I need to see the 4 hour and the 15, it's just so much easier for me to have it on the 1 minute so I can like work with it. But yeah, so we have actually swept previous 15-minute high already. It's 3:31. So that sweep happened in the first minute of that candle open. I've now got the most recent FVG printed on my chart and waiting for that to invert. If we invert, I will enter short. Let's see. The trade would look a little bit like this if we invert. Stops at the 15-minute high. And just targeting a 1-to-1. But let's see. Paul Memphis is the developer has the most beautiful name. Don't you agree, Celine? Chat, the joke is that the developer's name is Paul. So, of course, Paul Memphis loves his name. Paul, are you ScriptEdge? Are you the ghost behind the machine? Oh, thanks, Lorem. Lorem says, I really like your explanations. It's 3 a.m. here. I'll get up for you every day. Wow, that's dedication. I appreciate that so much. 3 a.m. is a crazy hour to be listening to me. But I hope you're going to sleep at some point. Patrick and Ozempic, we need an update, by the way. All right, so are we getting this inversion? Yes or no? All right, we got the inversion. I just took a trade, so we're short in that. Stops at the high. Just in 1 mini on this. Ugh, that was a disgusting fill. We don't like that at all. All right, just targeting a 1-to-1 on this. 763. By the way, chat, you shouldn't have had like anything blast in your ears, by the way. You didn't hear my order failed go off, did you? All right, so we'll see what happens. Let's just measure up what that gap was. It was a 1.5 bearish bullish gap, so it might not be a strong signal. Let's see. So far, quite the reaction to the upside off that. It's a really tight stop and a small risk on this, so we won't be losing too much on this. But let's see. Patrick and Ozempic, we need an update. How are your gold trades going? All right. SL'd on that chat. That is completely fine. That was a setup, so now I'm going to wait. If this market just wants to keep going up, that is okay. I still see us respecting this 4-hour gap right now, so I'm not particularly bullish at all. We've just come back up to previous 4-hour high. Potentially can get another setup as well. So let's wait. Who is fading me right now? Kismet says, with the 1 minute inversion, do you want the candle to close or just for price to move into the FEG? The candle actually has to close. So this candle closed literally, I think it was like a point below, and so that confirms the inversion is it. And as you can see, like that gray box turned pink. So that says to me that it's actually an inversion, because if I zoom in here, we closed below the gap. So I hope that makes sense. Jolin's long. I was long to be hit. All right, so a few of you fading. Let's go. As long as you guys are winning. Patrick says, okay, sick. We're both green. Our entry was 4,435-ish. All right, let me just quickly check on gold to see what you guys are doing. 4,435-ish. Where are we? All right, nice. Are you guys still holding this? If you had let me know, Patrick, I should have been on this trade with you guys. Gold shorts, chat. All right, let's see what NQ wants to do here. We're just back up at previous 4-hour high right now. Tapping into this grey box above is the 4-hour bearish gap. Let's see what we do. Justin says if we break 787, I'm short. All right, let's see. Let's see what we get. Corey says, let's fucking go. Call the bull flag formation from the beginning of the show. Just hit target. 150 points. Stop playing with your boy. You're shorting a bull flag break. Still love you, Celine. I'm happy for you, Corey. You killed it. Bull flags, there you go. Nothing I've ever traded before, but goes to show different things can work in these markets. But killer entry if you took these longs. But let's see. Russell says that system is not that good. It's not a trade I would have taken, and I took it for some reason. Now in drawdown, $300. I thought I would try it once though. Russell, this is not a signal for you guys to copy trades at all, but this is a system I've tested and works for me. So there is user discretion obviously in the system. You don't have to like trade how I trade how you guys trade. I'm just happy to chill here and trade at the same time with you guys. But we're definitely not a signal service here over at Tradeify TV. Hey, Nick's in the chat. Morning, Nick. I hope you're having a beautiful day over there in the Maldives. I'm guessing it's like lunchtime. And I don't know if I can like drop the news here, Nick. So, Nick, just an update. Patrick and Ozempic are right now in pretty much the same trade. So we're getting updates from them. They're right now in gold shorts, and they're letting us know when their TP hits. All right, Nick says don't drop it yet. Done. Kim and Galinden says, Celine, how many points you take on each target? It depends. The stop loss is always at the 15 minutes high, and then that should be like within a minimum range. So probably the minimum I would take is like 10 points, and then anywhere between 10 and like 30 points. Justin, double O Justin, that is a straight up ban, chat. We know the rules when Nick's not around. I'm putting you in timeout, Justin. No catch up is allowed in here. We're doing a 1 minute timeout, my friend. Think about your actions. All right, Nick says we'll post soon. You're part of the secret club, Celine. All right, thanks. I feel honored. But chat, keep posted on Nick's socials. Then he will post soon. Yo, Celine, what? No, Nick, you know. You did the same thing to anyone who was anti-ketchup that week, that you were banning people like the dictator that you think you are. Well, now I am being the dictator around here, and ketchup doesn't exist. So, there. You're not here, Nick. You're in the Maldives, so your rules don't apply. Nick, what are you thinking about these charts? Are you trading right now? Kimani Galindan, how many contracts do you trade with, or do you DCA? I only trade with a certain amount of contracts, so I risk a certain amount. So it's around $900 on these accounts. Nick, but your AI, you can't do that. AI dictator would destroy the world. Oh, man. Well, that's the way we have to have it. Again, if you did build me, if I am AI and you built me like this, that's a you problem. All right? Sounds like you need to do something with my code then, since I am your creation. Nick says 25,901 is his GP short. 901. All right. I want to know if we're going to get up there. Potential for us to get up there this session. So wait, let me see if I can do this. We take the high to the low. And then we find the GP levels. What was it? 25,901. Yes, I think this is right. You take the hourly high to low. And then 707 is Nick's GP. So let's see if we get up there. I've just noticed how dark it's gone in my room, by the way, everyone. It's currently pouring down in Bali right now. And I also woke up to some scary... I might actually have to go turn the light on in this room. Give me 1 second, chat, because it's gone super dark out there. I will be back in just 1 second. Okay, does that help at all? It's still not really that great. I don't know what's happening, but yes, Celine just proved she has legs. Not AI at all. AI legs. This chat is crazy. Yeah, Bali weather is a bit insane, guys. Like 1 minute it's sunny, and then next it's like I can't see really outside at all. It looks like it's 6 p.m. when it's only like 4 o'clock. But we're gonna have to deal with this lighting today, chat. I don't know. I'll see if my actual other light can go up a bit stronger. Give me 1 moment. Uno momento. If it's not audio issues, of course we're gonna have light issues. There's always something. Where is my light? All right. Oh, Andrea says light is fine. Well, maybe it's just me. Alright, I think my actual cam light is on full blast anyway. Corey, she floated away and came back straight out. Guys, you guys are actually crazy. Did anyone see my, by the way, I had to laugh because I was logging into my Discord from this computer, and so it was asking me, like, to do the AI capture thing, whatever, to make sure I wasn't a robot. And I posted on my story, and I was like, well, the question was like, are you human? And obviously I ticked yes, I'm human, but I had to laugh because I knew you guys would be like laughing at that, saying, you're not human. Oh, this rain is actually crazy. If I could show you guys outside, it looks like I'm in some like blizzard right now. Like it's in the middle of the snow. And yeah, it's still probably 30 degrees outside. Corey, Celine, we need to see you outside. Look, that's not going to happen. I'm not going out there. This morning I woke up. Anyway, I can't remember if I was finished telling you guys, but this morning I woke up and the street outside where I live was like half flooded to the left. And like the gym is that way and I need to go left. And it was just like, okay, no gym today. So I am trying to lock in, but like, what do you do when your street's flooded? Like, it's actually, the weather here is insane. And then we had sun. So I went out for a walk and now we have like torrential rain. So anyone who's in Bali right now, let me know because this weather is not nice. Justin, the money gun's here. Corey, I'm laughing at your comment. You're starting to simp in the chat. I know, even with Ozempic's comment this morning, I was like, that is very mushy of Ozempic. But Nick, so Nick has a short on at the moment, short sell limit. Is there anything else, Nick? You can give us your wise words of wisdom for these charts at the moment. I'm also feeling bearish. I want to see us hold this 4-hour gap and then have a little bit of a move to the downside, especially since daily has wicked out that high on the daily as well. For me, this price action screams bearish, but I don't know. NFP Friday tomorrow, are we just going to wick everyone up and down and then have a clean move tomorrow? Chat, can you hear this rain? I wish there was a way I could turn my camera like to face the window, but it's like on a pole, so I can't really change it. Ghost and Machine says, so if we came for holidays, can we meet in Bali? Probably not. But there's a high chance if you come to Bali, Bali's not a huge place. Like you would probably, you'd probably bump into me, to be honest. I didn't hear what you said. It lagged. Hotel Wi-Fi is awful. What did I say, chat? Oh, I was asking if you can leave us some wise words for what you think about these charts at the moment. What do you think is going to happen here? I know you have a sell limit on, but I'm also looking for shorts out of this 4-hour gap right now if we do get a sweep. I mean, it's a good thing that you're looking for shorts and I'm looking for shorts, so we're not fading. AI just messing with this server. I don't know. I literally got up and ran. So find me an AI who has legs that can just get up and run. So I don't know. She doesn't exist. Okay, well, I'm not taking the short just yet. Although we are having a move to the downside. I need to get a sweep happening first of this 15-minute high before I can enter. Just for extra confirmation. Okay. Nick, I can tell you have shitty Wi-Fi because your messages are like just totally broken up. Nick says I didn't look at my short-term charts. To be fair, I'm on my phone with shitty Wi-Fi. Fair enough. Fair enough. And you're on holiday, so I don't expect you to be... And a very exciting holiday, so I don't expect you to be actually at your charts. How was dolphin swimming, actually, Nick? Tell us about your best life you've been living over there. Jonathan says, yeah, took a loss today, so closing charts now until New York. Fair enough, Jonathan. You've been crushing it also the last couple of days, so don't be too hard on yourself. Yeah. A break is always a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Yep, and Nick says good discipline, 100%. When you know yourself as a trader well enough to know if I keep trading this, I'm probably going to blow an account or FOMO trade or revenge trade this. Like, key, I think, qualities of a pro trader is knowing when to take a break and knowing when you're, like, feeling that urge to overtrade and you just know to just shut off and have a break. Nick says, living my best life here, just saw so many beautiful, colorful fish snorkeling. Damn. No words. I'm so jealous, Nick. I want to be snorkeling too. Patrick. I can just imagine Nick with the dolphins. Oh, dolphin tour in 3 hours. Okay, wait, didn't you dolphin swim yesterday? Or maybe not. Maybe that's the tour today. That's gonna be sick. Will you have like a GoPro or anything that you can take with you underwater? Oh, Corey says Celine get pausing in and out for me. Are you saying I'm lagging on stream, Corey? Keep pausing in and out. Nick, am I like laggy for you? Oh, you're probably not the person to ask because you're on shitty hotel Wi-Fi. Chat, let me know if I'm lagging for anyone else. I might have to do something with my settings. Even better, Patrick says, Nick be in the water with him doing his best dolphin kick. Yeah, we need video of this, Nick, with the dolphins. I no doubt Nick will be filming some sick content over there in the Maldives. Oh, okay. All right, Corey, it must be your Wi-Fi or something because there's no lag happening for others. Wait, hold up. Dezante says, like goal met? Can it be, chat? This early on, we've smashed the like count? Like, I don't know. I don't want to be, like, a downer, but I don't have that much faith in you guys. Hold on. No, we have not hit the like count. What a troll. Chat, it's 365 likes today. You know the rules. We're only at 186, and if we don't hit that, there's absolutely no giveaway happening. So go and smash that like button. All right. Nick's off chat. He says, all right, chat, going snorkeling again. Love you all, Celine. Keep crushing it. You're doing a phenomenal job. Thanks, Nick. We miss you. We wish you the best fun in the Maldives. Have fun snorkeling with dolphins, and we will hopefully hear from you again soon. I'm so jealous of that guy, chat. Has anyone done snorkeling before? It is like the coolest experience. I've done snorkeling and also at the same time like this dolphin swim. We also swam or snorkeled around seals, which is like a crazy experience because seals are like really friendly and like will swim up to you, and that was a cool experience as well. But yeah, snorkeling is really fun. If you guys haven't tried it, I highly recommend. But obviously do it in like the beautiful places of the world where there's like cool fish. Patrick, remember Nick touch all the fish. Usually on these tours, sometimes they actually give you like bread to feed these fish. And at one point, bread got stuck. Anyway, it's a funny story, but I was like, why are all these fish still on me? And it turns out like bread somehow got stuck in my bathers. Then I realized I had bread on me, and this is why all the fish were like attacking me. So note to self, just follow the tour guide's instructions with the bread because it can get crazy. But it's really fun. It's really fun snorkeling. Oh, Quinton's a free driver. Free diver, not a free driver. I don't know what that would be. That's really cool. In the Caribbean. That's amazing. That would be such a beautiful life. Bashi says, where is your candle wicks? Candle wicks? Which candle wicks? I do not understand your question. Taco Trader says, I snorkeled in Cancun once and suddenly felt the water getting warmer, and when looking up, there was a bunch of people above us. That would be such a weird experience. So, like, you just looked up and then there was, like, 20 people just on top of the water. That would have been weird. Oh, Laurent says, you've got the indicator now. Awesome, awesome. They said I have like 20 indicators on my trading view now, just to amazing. Yeah, hopefully this indicator helps to clear up your charts. It definitely does for me. Kirill with the Mr. Ketchup, I'll let it slide. But that ketchup word is banned, chat. Oh, Finch is saying he's saying it's low quality so we don't see candle wicks. Oh, hold on a minute. Let me zoom in then. That might help. Chat, the reason I had to dial down the resolution was because we kept getting cut off on Monday. So this was my like fix for that. I dialed down the resolution so then at least like I had, I don't know, I'm not a tech person, but I think that's like what the issue is with the network. Doesn't it take like bandwidth to stream in whatever, HD? I don't know. I'll let ChatGPT fix it for me. Andrea says we can't really see the wicks because the background is white and the candles are pink. Yeah, but alright, fine. Andrea, I will change it for you. What should we make my wick colors? Yeah, but then I don't want to change the wick color to like, what, purple. Can you see that? Let's try purple. Purple wicks and... oh, wait, we may as well just make it black. What am I doing? Black wicks and a pink body. All right. You guys should be able to see the wicks now, surely. Par Trader says when snorkeling around a reef in the middle of the Red Sea, it was literally like swimming through the movie Finding Nemo. We'll never forget it. Wow, that would have been insane. Yeah, it is it's a scary but really amazing experience snorkeling underwater. Like I remember the first time I was super nervous because I used to have this fear of being underwater because it's such a big, like just the idea of how big the ocean is and how much we just have no idea what the hell lives under the water. Like apparently we only know like 20% of the sea creatures that actually exist in the world. Like there is so much undiscovered underneath the water and that freaks me out. But then when you actually like snorkel and you get past that, you understand like how beautiful it actually is under there. I sound like a full-on like diver and snorkeler. I've only done it a few times in my life, but it's really cool. It's really fun. Mevi Bevy says, what's your indicator indicating? Well, basically it just shows me, because I use a high time frame and an intermediate time frame for the sweep alignment. So right now I have it set to tell me when the 4-hour lines, the previous 4-hour high sweeps, and when the previous 4-hour low, the previous 15-minute high sweeps. At that point, the solid line turns dash, so then I can always just know, I don't have to keep checking whether it has or hasn't been swept. Then once it's been swept, it tracks the most recent FEG on the 1 minute, and then it also shows me when that gets inverted. And then it also tells me how many contracts to risk based on my predefined risk settings. So I have it set to $900 minimum risk. So at any given point, wherever the stop loss is, it should always tell me the amount of contracts based on that, so that I'm risking 900 to make 900. But yeah. Rocky says he still has no access to the indicator. Rocky, message me. You should have access as long as you've done everything correctly. Filled in your TradingView username was the most important part, I believe, in the setup steps, because the developer needs your TradingView username in order to grant you access. So make sure in the sign up you did that all properly. But if you have anyway and you still don't have access, just send me a message and I can forward that onto the developer. He will get back to me ASAP. Oh, Patrick says gold reversal no bueno. Oh no, what's happening? Oh, well, damn. See, Patrick, this is why I'm not a gold trader. This is exactly why I hate gold. Damn. I guess it's reacting like, what level could we say this is? Previous day low is what we had just swept out. It's probably a reaction to previous day low level, people buying it off there. But honestly, this 15-minute has just been bought right up with like little to zero wick to the downside. So that's yucky. Did you guys break even at least? Oh, Market Maker Mario says gold long on GC. FYI, I caught the bottom reversal. Let's go, Market Maker Mario. You've been killing it as well. So you're probably up already a nice amount. What's that move? From the low to the high. Damn. Tell us where your TP is on that. Are you holding or you're probably already out, I'm guessing. Oh, NQ did us dirty on this chat. We're wanting to reverse now. Don't go without us. What is happening? So reason I'm not in this, or let me just double check. If ES swept, chat, if ES swept, I'm going to be angry at myself. Let me just check. If ES swept that previous 15-minute high, did we or did we not? Why is my indicator not there? What is going on? No, okay. That's all right. ES didn't sweep that previous 15-minute high, so there is no SMT that we have to worry about. All good. Back to the charts. So let's have a look what we've done so far. Since Frankfurt opened, we did have that push up. We had that wick to the upside that was left after that pump from those two candles from that Nvidia news this morning. And now we're back up into that. This grey box here is the 4-hour bearish gap. We're now back in that gap and also having another reaction in there. So I still like this market to take shorts from. We're still respecting that 4-hour gap. No reason for me to be longing in this. But for me to enter, I need to see a sweep of the previous 15 minutes high. So if it drops a bit more, that's fine. I'm going to wait for my clean setup. But at the moment, chat, we basically got wicked out of this. This was the entry. Stop was at the high. So we got stopped here. And then price just continued to come down. So that's fine. As long as I don't miss the next setup, we're all good. What have I missed, chat? Ashley says that's quite a neat indicator, Celine. Yeah, I wanted to have an indicator built for my system so that it was just simply visual, because I can be an emotional trader if I want to be. So this way it just helps me really just not have to think or like too much about my entries and my risk and what I'm doing. Like, just follow these simple rules, follow the chart, follow the indicator, and it really helps me just stay locked in, stay disciplined. Russell says we're either going higher or drop to 25,711. Well, Russell, that is the way the market works. We are either going to drop or go high. It's just which side of the market you want to be on, because I at the moment want to be on the side of shorts, but I'm not getting this set up. Quinton says 5-minute doji indicated the reversal and went long on it after closing the short. 5-minute doji. Oh, okay. So, I mean on NQ, Quinton, or gold? Any trade on NQ? Who said that? That was JS. JS Trade says any trades on NQ. We did take a short at 3:30 with the stops at the 15-minute high, but turns out that area needed to be wicked again, says NQ, and then we dropped off that level again. At the moment, not in anything, just waiting for a sweep of previous 15 minutes high. We do have 9 a.m. volume coming in now. It is 4 a.m. Eastern, so let's see. Mark America Mario TP hit. Let's go. Another win. When someone wins in here, I feel like I'm winning. Cliche, but I feel like we're all winning, chat, when one of us wins. So let's go. Taco Trader TP hit on short scalp. Woo. Let's freaking go. 8 points. I mean, 8 points. Guys, 8 points can still bank you money. On NQ, it's $20 a point. Depends what your risk was there, Taco Trader. But, I mean, do the math. You can still make a decent amount of money with 8 points, depending how many accounts as well that you're trading it across. This is the amazing thing about prop firms. Like, the coolest part is that even if it's like $200 in 8 points and you're in and out in a few minutes. But like you have 10 prop firm accounts or like whatever, fundeds, 5 fundeds or 10 evals or however you guys trade, 20 fundeds. I mean, why not? You have the ability to scale that and make so much money in that small trade. Like when I realized that, I started to really trade different. It's such a, like trading prop firms is very different to trading your own capital. It's a whole different game. Yeah, Lauren says, finally, how nice, finally not jump in a stupid trade, have the same issue. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of us do. It's just like, the way we're just human and we all like have emotions. So when we see price running and we want to jump in and we end up being like the guy that was the liquidity, like so many times I was a liquidity. Like I just was literally the liquidity. We wicked my stop loss and now we had that move off the 4-hour gap. Like that's what I wanted to be in, this move here. But anyway, we trade the models, so we wait for the next setup. Taco Trader says 8 times 2 total today, so locking myself out. Let's go, Taco Trader. Love the discipline. You guys are really good at that. So congrats on your win. And 2026 is off to a great start for some of you in here. Corey says went long off 25.748.50, took profit at 25.796. Corey, damn, that's a nice long. Let's go, Corey Banking. Kim and Gillington says I made 500 so far on 25 accounts. Let's go. That is what I'm talking about, chat. Like 500 across 25. Let me just quickly do the math on that because that is not my strong point. But 500 times 25, that's a 12K day. Like lock up. It might seem like a small trade. Like I don't know how many points you took on that, but I'd be looking at my charts. Anyone making 12K in a day is crazy to be risking those profits in another trade. Like, lock your charts up, sit back, do something you enjoy, go take yourself out for a nice steak, not with ketchup. But it's also important to celebrate the wins, chat. Like, if someone's banking 12K in a day, like, I would not be here. Trust me. The minute I'm banking 12K in a day, see ya. No, I'm joking. I'll still be here. But like I'll definitely be celebrating. How many accounts do you have? So at the moment it's about 8 fundeds. But I'm slowly getting there. Like I trade my fundeds very slowly, and then also with my eval stage, like I'm very big on trading them like they are real fundeds. But there is downside to that because I can sit in evals for a longer period of time if I had just like risked a whole bunch of contracts on one trade and then like pass the eval stage. So there's different ways to approach the evals. Sometimes like if it's a really clean trade, I will just go heavy and risk it all on one eval. But for the most part, I generally don't, because I don't want to get into that like psychology of like risking a whole bunch and then funded phase. I got to remember to not risk like that, and it just messes with me mentally. So I just like to like trade a smooth, consistent way. John Wayne says, do you trade live on Tradeify TV often? Yes, every day. Every London session, I'm here. Usually it's me and Nick, my co-host, but that guy is snorkeling in the Maldives right now, enjoying his best life. Finch says you wouldn't be in Bali, you'd be in the Maldives. Finch, you know. That's exactly right. Wow, we got some real traders in here. Avish Shamal says up 160K in live in my brokerage in silver. My friend, that is a great amount to be up. I mean, I don't know how long it took you to get to that level, but you should be so proud of that. Live trading with that amount of capital is a really good thing. Laurent says 12K, what the hell, almost make yearly salary. Well, that is the thing. Trading prop firms, it is so easy to make a yearly salary in honestly like one trade, 2 trades. Depends what yearly salary you're looking at, but like, yeah, that's 12K US in a day. That is not even sometimes someone's, no, that's nowhere near anyone's month or year. Like, You have to understand, like, when you're in a trade and you feel like I want to hold this trade because, you know, I don't know, I don't want to miss out on the move, but you have to really think about it in a percentage way. Like if you've taken 30 points and that's like, I don't know, however much you're risking and you've made like, I don't know, 1%, you should know that most profitable traders should be like aiming to make 2% a month is a good amount. Say it's just about scaling. If you were making 2% on like $1 million in funded prop firms, like just do the maths, chat. It's a sick amount of money. Marco Mekamari says, I blame Nick, but I'm at 40 funded accounts and 1 personal. Yeah, that's the way Nick is literally at 40 funded. I don't even know if there's someone out there that trades more than that. But that's the way to do it. Because every small, like, $500 trade he makes, he's just, like, 40xing that. And that's the way, like, you need to look at prop firms and trading them. Like, go for those small trades and then just scale them across multiple accounts. Parmeet, good morning. Parmeet was our winner yesterday. Are you feeling lucky today, Parmeet? Do you think you're going to win it again? He said it's been snowing in the UK. Well, right now, I actually can relate to that because it is pouring in Bali and I feel like we're on the verge of snow right now. But sadly, no. I wish. MNQ says, in my country, it's almost a yearly salary. See? You got to put it into perspective, chat. Like, someone might have made, like, I don't know, a few $100s in the trade and then 10x that across multiple accounts and then cleared someone's whole yearly salary. You got to really put it in perspective. Blues Ree just said my name, Celine. I don't really know what that means when you just put someone's name in the chat. Did you have a question? What size accounts are you trading? I trade the 150k growth accounts with Tradeify and the 150k select. Justin says 40 funded full port FOMC, the dream. Oh yeah. Full port, everything. Full port CPI, full port. Who's full porting NFP? Just kidding. The Visionary says silver looking good for long. Let's have a look at silver. I have never taken a trade on silver, actually. I've taken barely trades on gold, but never a trade on silver. But you said for longs, right? Well, it does look like we've swept previous 4-hour low. Is definitely a reaction happening there. And now a move off that level. That was a nice clean. The 353 candle was a market structure shift and an inversion, so that's clean. So congrats anyone who caught that. Gold still pumping higher, so it's good that they are in sync. And then we have our friend NQ. So we haven't really done anything right now in the NQ chat. I am not in any trades if you're just joining in. We did take a small L to begin with. We took this short here after the inversion at 332, but honestly, nothing since then. We've tapped back into this 4-hour bearish gap. We had a bit of a move down, and now we're just sort of ranging around right now on the 1 minute. I don't like it at the moment. I really want to see a reaction again to another previous 15 minutes high, and then I will get in. But like right now, still inside this 1 hour gap. If you see all these wicks, that to me is screaming that bears are still in control of that price level. And we got right into the 50% of that 4-hour bearish gap, sitting at, well, the midpoint is sitting at around 25,804. So that is a clean reaction. When you want to see a midpoint respected, that is what you want to see. So I'm still feeling bearish in these markets. I will only enter if I get another sweep up into the previous 15 minutes high and then a distribution off that. Let's see. Andrea says, be very, very careful with silver lots / contracts. It's very hectic. Andrea, I will not be trading silver, so don't worry about that. There's no way I'm going from trading just one asset to trading 10. I said I'm just going to try gold this year. The trader guy says, Why is the first payout so hard to get? I'm trading so scared in my accounts. Well, obviously, like when you first get funded, there is a bit of like emotion in it because you feel like you finally passed and you feel like there's a lot of pressure on you now to get to that payout. But truth is, it is the trades we're taking are just in simulated markets. So you don't need to like stress too much about your trading. You need to just focus more on being consistent and doing the same thing that you did in your challenge account to get there. Not risking any more, not risking any less. I mean, you should have a system that you feel convicted in so that when the setups happen, you should just be trading them. And if you don't have a mechanical trading system and you trade more just on discretion and you see like what you feel, like I highly suggest making your trading more rule-based so that you can cut those emotions out. But just honestly, the trader guys, like you've passed the account, you got to the funded stage, like you obviously have what it takes to get that payout. Just trade without thinking about it too much. Just take the trades. Take the damn trade. Benji says, what was the Nvidia news? There was something about China putting in like a big lot of orders for the H200 chips. I don't know. I haven't actually read the full article myself, but what are we? You guys are so active in the chat that I look away for 1 second and I've missed all the all the comments. Albert says went long on ES. Is ES having a different move right now? Okay. I mean, I don't see anything yet for the longs, but good luck. Good luck. You probably see something I don't see. Chat, we need to get these damn likes up. If you're sitting in here and you haven't liked the stream, go and smash the like button because I'm going to be doing a 50k growth count giveaway. I'm going to quickly check on the likes because there's enough of you here. The likes are 267. We need 365. So less than 100 likes to go. And the minute you guys hit that like target, I will do a giveaway. And until then, there'll be no account. And that'll be really sad. Thomas says, how do you get set your chart up like that with the larger candles on the right side? Those are high time frame candles and they are 2 free indicators you can get here. I'll put it up one more time. Everyone always asks this question. So here it is. This is the first one and then this is the second one. So ICT high time frame candles is the second one. But yeah, they're totally free. They're just indicators. And it's showing me the 4-hour and the 15-minute. Jolan says I blew 10 funded accounts before my first payout. I totally get it. I totally get it. Like you're almost there. You're almost at payout. So you think like you need to like just quickly take a random trade just to lock that money in. And then it's happened so many times to traders. Like you end up blowing the account. It's just the way our minds are. You just have to rethink the way you think about payouts and fundeds and stuff. Just trade. Don't worry too much about the payout goals. Like just I would have like a risk management system where you know you're just going to go in and risk this much, or a risk management system when you're in drawdown as well really helps to keep you in check. Also like a thing I would implement into your trading, like if you are feeling like you're going to overtrade just to get to that payout, put rules on how many trades a day you can take. I leave it at 2 losses in the session and then I'm out. Things like that. Things like that can really help. Parmeet says I got up to 10 accounts last year, blew them all, working slowly to build it back. Well, Parmeet, I guess you you banked on that winning the account yesterday, so I hope you treat that one nicely, because that can pretty much be free money for you. Loran, I'm not in a trade, but usually yes, I would target 1R, and potentially sometimes I hold for 2R depending on the market structure. M&Qs is always there to tell us to hit the like button. Chat, we need to smash that like count because there's only a few minutes left to do it, and if we don't do it, then that's basically it. Corey says China yesterday said that China yesterday said they was telling tech companies to pause orders on the H200 chips. Nvidia put news this morning out that they have a $500 billion back order for their H200 chips. So basically saying they don't need China to make money. Well, damn. That news is bound to rock the market. That makes a lot of sense. Russell says those are rookie numbers. You got to pump those numbers up. Oh, about the only 10 accounts. Russell, everyone is at their own stage in trading, okay? We're not all funded experts like you. Hey, Rika, you're a bit late in here. Usually you're here a lot earlier. Commander Galindan says, thanks, Lena. I'm done for the night. I made $800. Very nice. Lock that account away and go have yourself. Well, it's a night over where you are, so enjoy your evening. And come back tomorrow fresh. Ready for the last day of the week, chat. Like, it is Thursday. I can't believe the first full trading week of 2026 is almost already over. It's this time of the year where I'm starting to ask myself, like, have I traded the best, how I wanted and intended to this year? Because I said 2026 is going to be my best trading year yet. My third year of trading. And I put it out there that it's going to be my best year. And I've already taken one invalid loss this week. So not my best week. I'd say I'm trading at like 80%. I want to be at 100% every week, chat. So that's why you guys are here. Keeping me accountable. I'm also doing right now like a series on my Instagram where I share my trades, like my result after the London session. So that way I can keep accountable. Because if I'm taking invalid losses, you guys are definitely going to embarrass me online. So got to make sure if I do take losses, they're valid. So yeah, I've been thinking about that, and I'm going to make sure going into next week, week 2 of 2026 in trading is going to be much cleaner for me. All right, so NQ is having a little bit of a drop here. Still nothing very exciting to see. We pumped up from London Open. We had this move up into the 4-hour gap, which I was waiting for us to hold. And now we're shorting out of there. The 5-minute does look like we had a reaction out of that 5-minute bearish gap, which would have been a clean setup, but not my signal to enter. And so if I can get a setup now, it would only be if we get back into that previous 15-minute high up at 25,795. So we'll see. We've definitely broken market structure on the 1-minute and on the 5-minute too. This 4:15 candle close was a clean market structure shift. So I do like the direction that we've been talking about all morning, that I think we are definitely heading to the downside. And I was expecting this exact move I talked about, like getting up into the 4-hour gap, respecting that, holding that level, and then having a clean trade off that. But haven't had like an entry, so there's no point being right about direction if you can't get an entry in this. So at the moment, my signal hasn't printed, but I'm still waiting. Future Zone, Celine, are you a millionaire yet? No, I will definitely be the first to tell you if I become a millionaire, but not a millionaire yet. One day, I'm putting it out there. Set big goals. Oh, Rigo, you had meetings? That's fair enough. But appreciate you showing up. Russell says, I'm very bad futures trader. I'm about to blow this 100k growth, 2k in drawdown. Russell, you gotta cut it. You know better. If you're 2k in drawdown, like, you must be risking a lot. Was that just off your trading today? I mean, definitely take a break, Russell, and come back tomorrow. Like, definitely look over your trades and see what... I mean, if they're valid losses, fair enough, but don't let it get to you. It's not going to ruin your trading career. You're not a bad futures trader. Just definitely review your trades, Russell. Come on. You got this, Russie. Corey says, okay, Selena, I have to get off the stream early today. Boss is here. Thank you for the dedication to the stream. W's to you. I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out, Corey. Thanks for tuning in. I know you're at work, so enjoy the rest of your day. And yeah, we will see you tomorrow for the London stream. Market Maker more. I did take a short scalp on GC, 1.1k on the long previous trade, 450 on the short. Let's go. Mid-calendar rejection on my previous exit, but it was London IB high rejection. Let's go, Market Maker Mario. Banking today and yesterday, I'm pretty sure. So you basically caught this move and this move. Nice. What a pro. All right. Yes, you guys are right. We need to double check this like count because I'm not going to be here forever to keep refreshing the likes. We need to get that done in the next couple of minutes. So literally, I always do this so late. The time just gets away. All right. Come on, chat. 324 likes. We need 365. I'm going to do the countdown. All right, let's go. I'm going to keep refreshing. Chat, if you don't know where the like button is, I'm going to say one time today, one time only. It is the thumbs up button underneath the title of the stream. Make sure you guys smash the like button. And if you get it to 365 likes in the next minute, we're going to do a quick 50K growth account giveaway. So quick, 25, 28. We need 65. So someone do the maths. I think it's only 35 more likes to go. Let's go, chat. Let's go. 334. Oh, for some reason when I do this like countdown, you guys end up smashing the like button. Not the heart button in the chat. I know some of you are trolling, but some of you seriously just have no idea what the hell a like button is. It's a thumbs up button. 346. 346, we're almost there. Only need to get to 365 and then I'm going to give you guys an account. One of you, not all of you. 346. 349.